part of this office for the past year, right? And I know he has a story, he wants to tell it, but this is not your average promotion, right? Rich is someone who started with me on road shows in Connecticut. Rich was a hilarious new start. Did a second round interview while I was doing knives, right? I was like, hey, come on over, right? No big deal. You're not free knives together. He's a person who is not good at sales at all. Bad. Really bad at sales. Minimum wage. I had to pay him minimum wage. And I was about to let Rich go at one point because he was costing me a lot of money in minimum wage. And, you know, I started working with him, and I really liked him. What a great guy, honestly. You guys all know this. Just a good, genuine person. And to see someone that was so bad at sales get so good at sales made me a true believer in people, honestly. Because I was always that person or that manager or that leader that said, if they don't have it, they don't have it. False. You can build any single person into being good at this as long as they have a great attitude and really want to do it. Absolutely. Right? And what's really exciting is, you know, when we made the decision to learn Verizon, he was a person that was just down for whatever, and that's the person that is going to stay by your side in any situation. And we went through some situations, you know, doing Camden, New Jersey, you know, we talked about that last time, we don't need to do it again, right? Just launching it from nothing. You know, I remember there was a day in Long Island when we were in the field together, and it was probably the first good day that we had in Long Island. The first day that we did over 4 as an office in a day. And we built this thing together, everything, right? And I remember saying to Rich and saying to Dan at the conference room table, I said, I swear to God, I promise you I'll make you successful. Please stick with me on this. Right? Like, we just have to do it. And it's a huge thing for me to be able to see Rich get promoted, right? And it's great for Rich. I'm so excited for him because it's his moment, right? But it's also a huge moment for me because I could follow through for a person like Rich, right? I had better habits because of a guy like Rich. I changed the way that I ran a business for a person like Rich because I know a person like Rich needs a person that can step up. Does that make sense? So I looked at, you know, what's been a huge difference over the course of the year, and it's people like Rich. Like, he's the kind of guy that makes me want to be the best person I can possibly be because someone like him deserves it. He's the guy who loves going into the field. He's the guy who loves teaching, training, and developing. He's the guy that says, it's just the systems, that's it. No swag whatsoever on this guy. Look at him, he's so cute. And that's what it's all about. You know for a fact that he'll be in management going, guys, let's go into the field. Let's just go have some fun. He's going to be the one that's accountable. He's going to be the guy that will just be there for his people. He's the type of guy that will go out on Sunday with his guys to help them hit their leadership push. I'll help anyone get better, any single person in this office. If you do sprint and you say, hey, Rich, I could really use some help, you're like, let's go to the field. I'll do sprint. Why not? Seriously. And that's the kind of person that you want on your team, right? And you know, with all the changes that we have going on, with this being our last Saturday in this office, actually, moving into another location, you know, it's time for Rich to learn this next level of the company. All right, and I want you guys to take as much from him today as possible because he has a lot to talk about, right? You're going to see him stand up today, and he's a completely different person than he was last year. He's a little businessman now. We were in Andrew's office yesterday in New Jersey, and they're all following around Rich like he's the guy.
He is the guy.
He is the guy. That's what I realized. I said, wow, Rich is really the guy. He looks like a manager. He talks like a manager. He walks like a manager. And I just want you to come up here and tell everyone your story and how you did it. And I'm so fucking proud of you. Do congratulations, Richard. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations, Richard!
I can't make it.
That's your shadow.
Rich, we got you a present too.
Glow. Yeah.
Flex on back order.
Richard. Let's see how'd you do it on 3. 1, 2, 3.
How'd you do it?
I think he's
It's been
he really likes the globe. He's just got
Figure out how it works later.
I am a big fan of globes because I was in Andrew's office. He has a globe, and he has a really cool globe. It's tiny, but it's like cool because it's like dark. I like it a lot. So I was like, wow.
I'll get you one of those.
Yeah,
buddy.
that means a lot to me. Thank you guys for being here. Seriously. I couldn't have done this, guys, without all you guys here today. You know, I know it's a celebration for me and my accomplishments, but really what this is a celebration for you guys' belief in me. That's what it is. If no one believes in me, then I'm not a successful leader. If no one believes in me, then I can't do anything that I'm able to do. So it's really you guys believing in me that allowed me to do what I'm able to do. From the beginning, thanks. From the beginning, it was Jackie's belief in me and not giving up on me what propelled me to the next level. She's right. I'm horrible at sales. I was horrible. You know, I didn't take enough control. I was just a nice guy who just said, sure, guess he doesn't want it, and just walked away. You know, and that had to change. You know, it took Jackie, you know, going out into the field with me, you know, for me to realize what I need to be in the field, who I need to be in the field. It's okay, you know, to be a little aggressive. It's okay to take control, you know, and that's what I had to learn. And if it wasn't for Jackie, you know, coming out in the field with me and believing in me, I don't think this would be possible. I started as like a kid, and I had one dream. You know, and because I was raised with my grandma, and then from Africa, and then I moved to the United States, stayed with my mom. And I remember leaving Africa, I was like 7, and my grandma gave me like a letter, and on the plane, she's like, don't read the letter till you get on the plane. So I get on the plane, I read the letter, and just like a list of step-by-step things to do. When I get to, you know, my mom, to take care of my mom, she's like, hey, you gotta be the guy, you gotta take care of your mom. Make sure you follow, you know, these steps and things to do. And I still have that letter to this day. It's like a letter from like way, way back, and I got it laminated, and it's like in my room, and I read that letter every single morning when I wake up. And that letter is basically the motivation for everything I do, you know. From the beginning, you know, my grandma had great faith and belief in me that I could be something special, and I could really, you know, do something that can, you know, change whatever my situation is. And that belief in me is what propelled me to believe in myself, because if someone believes in you, you have no option but to believe in yourself, you know. From Jackie believing in me, I had no option but to believe in myself. You know, I wanted her to be as successful as she wants to be because she wants me to be successful, you know. Everything I do, you know, me and Jackie go back and forth a lot, you know, if you hear some of our conversations. It sounds like we're arguing, but we're really not. We're just having a really intense conversation. And as those back and forth, you know, I can get off the phone with her and still love her dearly because I do love her dearly, you know. When me and Dan sucked at Verizon and we weren't making any money, Jackie is the one who found a way for us to make money, you know. When we needed a place to stay when we moved from Connecticut over here, Jackie is the one who put the money down and we got a beautiful place to stay. I still love that house, by the way.
I know, it's awesome.
It was a phenomenal house. I wish I could keep it, you know. The things that changed for me, right, in the last 6 months was, the biggest thing was being accountable for the guys, you know. I was the guy who was very, very nice. You know, I was a very nice guy, you know, so when guys, you know, wouldn't show up on time, when guys would just give me some BS excuse, I was just like, okay, and that'd be it. But now, the transition from going from, you know, leader to assistant, you have to call guys out on their bullshit. You know, if you're bullshitting me, I know, but because I'm a nice guy, I'm just gonna let it slide. Oh, it's cool, let that go. But now it's a little different because if you're bullshitting me, I'm gonna say, hey man, that's bullshit. It is. You've done this before, I let it go, but now I'm not gonna let it go anymore. You know, and you have to just be, you know, straightforward and upfront with the guys. In Andrew's office, I saw the way he coached, trained, and developed his guys. You know, the guys love him. You know, but he was tough on them. He was hard on them. When something needed to be done, he's like, "Hey guys, we have to do this," and they did it. You know, so it allowed me to see how a manager is supposed to be. You know, it's okay, you know, to be mean sometimes. It's okay to be hard sometimes, but the guys would be better for it. And it's all about getting guys better. You You know, what I loved about the training program so much, you know, in my second round interview and also in third rounds, I talk about this all the time, is about people building people. I had to be the best version of myself in order for me to build people. So I had to work on myself a lot. You know, sales didn't come easy to me, but what I did like about, you know, this opportunity was that I get to talk to people. I like people. I like studying people. You know, I could sit there in the park bench and just look at people for hours, even days. And that'd be my enjoyment. That'd be my amusement, just looking at people. It's fun. I don't know. To me, it's fun. It's the greatest thing ever. Because by watching them, you get to see how they react. You get to see how they think. You know, I spent a lot of time with Dolly, not just because we live together, but I spent a lot of time with Dolly. And whenever Dolly calls me with a problem or an issue, I know exactly what the state of Dolly. I know exactly what to coach Dolly on to get her better. That's what spending enough time with people do to you. That's what, you know, paying attention to how people think, how people react to different things to do to you. That same focus that I have, you know, on Dolly, is spend that time with Mike, Crystal, whoever else is around me. Every time we spend time together, guys, it's not just because, you know, you guys are, you know, I'm getting help from me. I'm actually getting help from you guys because I'm studying what you guys are doing so I can better help coach others. You know, so for me, it was all about people from the beginning. You know, I like people a lot. That's why I like going to the field. You know, I love going to the field because I get to meet different people, and everyone has a different story. Literally, everyone has a different story. I like babies.
We know.
If you have a baby and you're in the house, I'm in. We make this happen. But more importantly, guys, the biggest thing is like this training program is a puzzle. You know, it's a puzzle that you have to solve. You know, your obstacles that you're gonna face is a puzzle that you can solve. You know, and the guy who solves it over and over again, because every day is gonna be a different puzzle. It's not the same puzzle over and over again. Different puzzle every day. The difference is you have to be up for solving that puzzle. Even on the days that you don't want to be up for solving that puzzle, you have to. You know, there have been some days where, you know, I'm like, I'm gonna come in the office. I mean, from my demeanor, I don't show it because it's like I'm normal every single day, you know. But there have been days where I'm like, you know. But then I look around and I see guys, you know, like Mike, Crystal, Dave, Janair, Brian, Daryl, Rich Seymour, everyone here. And it's like, if they're doing it, if they're excited, every time I say hi to Kelly, Kelly's excited. Like, Kelly's excited, I gotta be excited. Damn it, Kelly. You know, coming in here every day gets me excited. Seeing your faces every day that gets me excited. You know, getting that phone call from Dolly saying, hey Rich, everything you told me worked. Thank you so much. Gets me excited every single time. Getting that phone call from whoever saying, hey Rich, whatever you told me worked. Give me some more. That gets me excited every single time because now I have to go back and review what I did to help train others how to get better. And my 100% goal, what this business is all about, is getting guys better. It's not a selfish business. You have to be selfless, very, very selfless. Even at times that you want to be selfish, you still have to be selfless. Because everything comes tenfold later on.
Juice.
That's all I have, guys.
Yeah, Richard!
I also want to thank Jessica. I want to thank Jessica, seriously. So when we were in Connecticut, right, and we had the pizza dinner thing, pizza party thing at the pizza store, and I had a one-on-one with Jessica, and since that time I had the one-on-one with Jessica, Jessica was like, listen Rich, I believe in you, you can make it. I've always told Jackie that you were going to be one of her like strongest managers, and that like help, that belief in me is really, like every time I see like Jessica's in the office I get excited. I'm like, is Jess here? No? Damn it, Jessica, come back, I need you. But just that belief in me, you know, that those words that, you know, you told Jackie, every time you see me, you encourage me to do better. You always, you know, you always tell me what I need to hear to be better. You know, Jessica's like, listen, Rich, you need to be intense. You need to be intense. I'm like, you're right, I need to be intense, you know. You can't just do 2 every day. You have to do more than 2, because if you just do 2, then the guy's gonna think it's okay to do 2. You have to do more, you know. So every time I sit down with Jessica, it's always a challenge for me to become better. She always finds something that I'm not doing right or that I could be doing better, and challenges me to change that. So I really, really appreciate it and thank you for that. Very, very
Love
much.
you. I'll add something. So when I sat next to Rich that day and he plotted himself next to me, and he was a brand new guy. He was like a week in the business, right? And we went to the pizzeria, and he was just a juicy new guy. So that's all I knew. I'm like, you're gonna make it. Like you're juicy, you know. And he's just like asking questions and sitting there, and you know, and when he really made it, you know, when he really came down, you know, with Jackie and just that stick-activity, you know, that he had, whether it's good, whether it's bad, I mean, it doesn't matter the circumstance. Rich is rich, you know, and that's the cool part about him is he's always the constant. You know, he's always the guy that's going to be there. He's never the guy you're going to question, you know, of can I go to him? Can I depend on him? Is he going to make it? Never, ever, ever question in my mind. It was just of when he's going to make it, you know, and the only reason why it was the when is, you know, is because he's just so, when it happens, it happens. You know, I'll tell you the opposite, you know, of most people who are like, I need to do it in this amount of time. I need to get it done now. I need one more leader. I need this. I need that. For the last 4 months, Rich has told me he was doing his push every week. And it wasn't true, but I believed it every single week until I realized he was totally duping me. but it was because he like really believed that like, yeah, just one more leader. No big deal. I'm doing my push right now. And I'm like, okay, you know, and I'm like, Jackie, we're promoting Rich this week. She's like, what are you talking about? You know, and I believe him because he's he's so confident in his ability to make sure he's going to achieve his goals. You know, again, regardless if it was 4 months ago or regardless if it was today, you know, the fact of the matter is that today he's more ready, you know, because today he takes that constructive criticism, you know, and he doesn't take it with a chip on his shoulder. He takes it, like, with stride, and he takes it with just, like, he wants to be better for all of you guys. And that's, like, the beautiful part of it is when I yelled at him outside a couple weeks ago about being intense, it was the first time I ever yelled at him, right?
Yes.
I think?
Yes.
Yeah, first time I ever yelled at him, you know, about being more intense, you know, and just like Rich said, you know, I didn't say, you have to be more intense because that's what's going to make you successful. I said, you have to be more intense for these guys, right? Because I know that that's what motivates him. And that's so, every word he said to you guys is so true. Like, he's not the guy that's doing it for him. He's the guy that's doing it for everyone. He's the guy that wants to go open an office, turn it over to his guy, go to another office, rebuild it again. He's like, I'll stay in the field forever. I don't care. Like, I just want to promote guys. I want to help them. I want to make them better. So when we gave him his intense conversation, it was for you guys. And he went out that week and did what, 21 apps on Verizon? Mm-hmm. That's retarded. Right? And he didn't do it because I yelled at him. He didn't do it, you know, because he needed to do it for his push. He did it because hopefully he realized, you know, that intensity level that he needs is for his guys. And that's what he went from doing 8 to doing 21. Was that for him or was that for his crew? Right? For just being the example for everybody else. And like, that's a true leader. You know, and he might not walk around as the loudest guy in the office. He might be kind of indifferent. Just a little bit. But deep down inside, like, the leadership that's in him, the heart that's in him is just so fucking irreplaceable. Like, every time he sees me, we hug. So weird, because I don't, like, even hug, like, my husband every day. But I hug Rich every single time I see him. He just walks up and he's like, and he just waits for it. And that's the heart. Like, that's his heart. That's just, like, that's why he's here, and I'm so proud of you, buddy.
Thank you so much.
Love you.
So we're gonna take Verizon over here, if that's okay. I want you to thank your team
Okay.
first.
Thank you. I want all you guys to come up here. Mike, Crystal, Ryan, Janair, Daryl,
Go up.
Crew.
Go up.
Dave. Brian's right there.
What a studly crew. What a studly crew.
So these are the guys that made it possible. It's not me, guys. I can't write 60 apps 2 weeks in a row by myself. I tried and it doesn't work very
Came pretty
well.
close too.
It doesn't work very well. You need a team. you know, and you guys are the team that built this team. I didn't do it myself as well. Tori, your help, Mark, you know, telling me, well, hey, you should, you know, talk to this guy. I think he's feeling a little down. You know, Maheen saying, hey, you should talk to this guy because I think, you know, they're feeling a little down. You know, all you know, you guys around help build what we see here today. You know, so it just wasn't me. Dave, this guy's been with me since day one. Dave, to me, you know, by the way, I love all these guys. They're all my family members. Dave, to me, is my brother. I was in the field with Dave first week. Dave was the first guy who got the leadership in 3 weeks. By you know, and I tell Dave all the time, like it wasn't me, it was him, you know, because I definitely was, you know, not that good of a trainer when I was training Dave, but for some reason he just took everything I said and he found a way to make it work for himself. So I'm really thankful for having you know, aboard the team and making it happen for me. Then we got Crystal. Crystal is love you so much. Crystal is the one who made me become a better manager of people. You know, you have to manage Crystal. It's not enough to just no, but in a good way. Because if it was with Crystal, I would still be the same, not intense, you know, guy who just like it's whatever about everything. But Crystal is the lady you have to manage. You know, you have to manage not just her production or her mindset, but you have to manage her emotions too as well. And I didn't know anything about managing people until managing Crystal. You know, because you get that phone call and you're like, I'm like, okay, Crystal, what's going on now? Let's figure this out. But deep down, I know she loves me. I love her too. You know, and my only goal in life, seriously, my only goal in life is to make sure that she gets to the next level because she deserves it for being here with me.
That's awesome.
She made me into the leader I am today, and she helped me. Then we got Mike. Mike, greatest guy in the world, Mike. Same thing with Mike. Was with me for a week, and then he went out on his own. Mike had all the tools. Literally, he had everything to be. He could be like if Mike saw the ad when I saw the ad, Mike would be here and I would be there. You know, and I tell Mike this all the time. It would just be, you know, he has all the tools. He just needed to see it work, and I showed him it worked, and then he took it and he ran and he did what he did today. So you know, Mike was one of my easiest, you know, train ever. I didn't.